Jimmy the Boss is finally in studio with us. How are you, man?
Yes, I'm here. It's good to be alive. You know, we're alive today. That's the most important. You know, that's first thing when I wake up. Once I wake up, I'm the happiest person in the world.
I like that attitude.
I understand you've been busy. You're fresh off of the Trinidad Carnival. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Wow.
Yes, that's correct.
That is like the original.
Yeah, that's
carnival,
the Mecca.
right?
That's the Mecca of all carnivals, the mother of all carnivals around the world. So yes.
I've heard it's like once you've done that, then it's like a bucket list item.
Yes.
You can say you've done it.
Definitely. One of the wonders of the world that you need to check off of your list for sure.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Can you tell me, give me three things about Carnival and Trinidad that can't be missed? Am I putting you on the spot too much? Or?
No. I mean, for me, it's I have a good answer because I've been doing this my whole life. From the minute I've been born, I had no choice but to be, visiting this beautiful country called Trinidad and Tobago because of my dad, right? My dad is the pioneer of steel pan. And
really? Oh, well, okay. Tell us about that too.
Well, I can start off there. He's Earl LaPierre Sr. You guys probably seen him around, That's my dad, and he's the reason why I am alive today. He came to Cayman in '86. They did Pirates Week Festival, the 10-day festival with this group, the trade winds like Clive Rusting and Harry Cupid and Jeff Chapala, all these amazing musicians and legends here in Ireland. Mm-hmm. And they came here and fell in love with the place and never left. That's how I was born here.
Okay.
You feel so?
That's a lot of our stories. Yeah. We came here, fell in love with the place, and never left.
Yeah, that's he found my mom and that was it. Found a piece of Cayman and that was it. But
so you're like half Trinidadian.
Yes, I was born here, but I'm half Trinidadian. Yes.
Yeah, that's excellent. Oh, that's so cool.
So that's what I mean. I have no choice when it comes to Trinidad.
So music has been in your blood, literally.
Yes, my whole life. Me and my brothers, we travel the world. We do this full time. We all individual artists as well too. That we do this professionally. We travel. We perform on stages, jazz.
You say brothers? How many brothers do you have?
There's actually four of us. Four boys, but one girl. So it's five.
Your poor sister growing up. Wow.
Yeah,
I hope
she's
you didn't
always
pick
been
on
the
her
one.
too much.
Oh, she got picked on right through. Yeah,
I'm sure.
It had to. It had to have that kind of growing up.
Did you have a group with just family members ever?
We actually did that on our later stages of our life when we all became a lot older.
Right.
When I became like 18, my brothers and all of us came together, and that's even like the group now, Sons of Steel, that you see me wearing on my shirt. These are all pictures of my brothers, like the three of us that actually do it serious.
Steel drums,
so we travel the world as Sons of Steel as the brand. We have our individual staging, like I'm Jimmy the Boss, there's E-Man, and there's Pan Group Production. So we all have our individual characters, whatever, but we come together, we do shows around the world together, from every kind of genre, from classical straight to jazz, straight to soca.
With steel pan.
With steel pan, right? And full on group, full on band. We tour with them. We do stuff with them around the world, and then. Yeah, it's serious. So
that's awesome.
This music is my life. This is all I want to do. I have other businesses as well too, but I mean, I'm able to now focus more on music, creativity, and kind of keeping the culture and the art form kind of alive from a professional standpoint, showcasing steel pan as the main forefront and the lead. Nobody looks at steel pan and be like, that can be the vocalist of the group, right? But this is where we come to try to change the game.
Yeah, I can hear it though.
And
now you're saying it.
Yeah. So it's been a good journey so far, placing the instrument in that kind of realm and that kind of atmosphere to give it that kind of awareness and its own voice.
Well, I want to get to the background of your life and how you got started and all that, but back to Carnival real quick.
Yes.
Tell us about Carnival in Trinidad. What's not to be missed? What happens? Do you remember any of it?
Yeah, me and my lady, right now we just got back, last week, and
probably still recovering.
We haven't really got a chance to kind of talk about day one or day two or the last day. We still haven't really kind of recapped.
Oh, really?
Day 3? There's 3 days?
No, there's more than that actually. We've been there for over a month. We were there from the 6th of February, just going hard at it with every event every day. It was 3-4 events every day.
The Trinidad Carnival is like that one friend that has the month-long birthday celebration.
Yes,
basically. It's that person.
It's a month-long carnival.
Yeah. It's oh dear God, we're going to do it again today? How are we going to do it again today? So the entire time, it's like the one day that we see here. Is it like that all month?
Pretty much. You can say that.
Wow, but that's impressive.
It's a thing that builds up the whole culture. So they tackle and highlight everything about Trinidad culture, from the food, from the arts and craft, from poetry, from folk song, from everything. It's not just the soca music and the whining and the rhythm. It's bigger than that. It's beyond that. It's more celebration of life. They showcase that. They showcase how the culture got involved from us, as well as when World War II was finished, how the celebration became from then to now. All the pieces of the wear, the clothes that he used to showcase like when he used to want to send messages and stuff like that. So everything is kind of a big celebration tackling the whole idea about Trinidad and Tobago's culture in general to show the world. So it's not just about the partying, it's all leading up to the final weekend, you know, which will be like the Friday to Ash Wednesday. And the Carnival Monday and Tuesday are Carnival days on the road. You know, you have the Juve on Carnival Monday morning starting at 4 a.m. going to about 11 o'clock, and then you go home, you change into your Carnival outfit, you meet your band on the road on Monday again. So you're going from Juve to Street Parade. And then on Tuesday again, you're back on the road again from like 6 in the morning with your band for like 12 hours until 12 a.m. that night until Ash Wednesday come, everything shuts down. So, you know, it's a big leading up, you know, for us. I'm in the industry as well as my lady as well, and we are like brand ambassadors too and whatnot. So when we get to Trinidad, it's like we have to be at these events. We have to, you know, showcase ourselves. You know, we meet up with friends in the industry have these events putting on, so we support them. You know, so we're always at almost every main event that is taking place in Trinidad as we land. So,
but what I like about those events is that there's always food.
Oh yeah,
they stop for lunch breaks.
Yes,
on the road.
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Oh yes,
they have a big setup, man. Like you can have they will. All right, for instance, let me give you an idea. We'll go from Public Beach to town. We'll stop at Cayman Bay Festival Green. That'll be our resting area for like an hour. You sit down, you eat food.
See,
there's tents like
that's
Taste
my
of Cayman
kind of carnival
style
right there.
Yeah, and you have like tents for massage, tents for makeup, so whoever needs their makeup done, whoever needs a barber shape up for a quick cut again, you go there. They have food, they have drinks, they have everything that you need just to kind of recuperate, and then you go back on the road for the next couple hours again. But on the road is the same thing, you know.
Yeah, like, that's awesome. I mean, well, you have a whole month, so people can set up more permanent type stations too, which is nice.
And Trinidadian food. Don't get me started.
We're just talking about that on the road. We're just like, man, we can have some doubles.
One of my all-time, a double. I would crush a double right now if you had him here.
So you were playing music there too, weren't you? Or were you producing or DJing, or what were you doing?
This year, because this was the first time since after 3 years that we had a real carnival, you know. So we basically went there just to kind of like we took it easy. Same time, it was very heavy because of the events, right? So I didn't really perform too much. It was more kind of just getting back into the groove with everything, and we kind of supported events. We showcased a lot of, my family did their thing. They performed a lot down there. They did the panorama. My dad is a big commentator for the big national steel pan competition that happens there, where it's like 120 players playing in one group performing.
Did you ever compete in that?
I do. I used to do it, but I kind of laid back a bit too because of the type of position that our families get put into as well, to where they want us to be more like showcasing and coming there and being like, you know, just.
Is it not about wanting to be boxed into that too? Is that part of it, or? I mean, because you have so many other things going on.
Yeah, I mean, like for me now, that since I've been producing and since I've been doing a lot of work with artists, for me, I have found myself being now more of an ambassador now.
Okay, right.
So they, like my dad, for instance, he does any competition. Once he lands in Trinidad, they want him to be on TV, to be a national commentator, commentating for the festival. So like that for us as well too. The competition kind of thing had to pull back a bit because it wasn't really no need for us to kind of be a part of it anyway. There's nothing more to prove in that kind of aspect. My dad has big records in that as well. My family has big records in that as well.
Some of the other up-and-comers.
Right, so this is where we kind of focus more on the development side now in the program. Like I was telling earlier, like for me as a steel panist, like you don't expect a steel panist to be a main vocalist, like a lead vocalist. So now we're now showcasing in Trinidad for people who, like everybody that plays pan down there. A lot of people play pan, like 80% go through
even
school.
The governor learned it.
There you go. You know?
Did you teach the governor
no,
his
my dad
skills?
Did.
Are you serious?
That's my dad's best friend, man. I'm convinced they're best friends now.
But your dad's an incredible teacher, because I was really impressed with the governor's steel pan skills.
He's a quick learner, but still, somebody had to teach him right. That's for sure. Yeah. So what are you doing here in Cayman? Because you mentioned you have something coming up for Cayman this year, right?
Yes, I'm actually bringing back my group Fresh Carnival.
Yes,
It's been kind of quiet since before post-COVID, and we're bringing them back out. We're supposed to be celebrating 10 years this year too, so it's gonna be really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
And
when are you doing your launch then?
I'm looking probably the end of this month, beginning of April. You know, just kind of taking my time. I just got back to, so I'm trying to I'm observing the atmosphere of the Carnival fever right now, just seeing what needs to be placed. I'm gonna be heavily involved in the event side of Cayman Carnival from like the Friday, Saturday, and probably the long holiday Monday. So I'm trying to see how much of my involvement I can put in as well, my energy, and trying to see what kind of team I have here locally to kind of help me make my dreams and the magic happen, right? So it's a lot for one person. You know, like I would love to do everything, but I have to kind of give myself a little kind of breathing room to allow it to kind of flourish by bringing more people involved, different ideas, and giving everybody a chance to kind of have an input in stuff that I would like to see come to life with their kind of ideas as well, you know?
Yeah. I feel like we could have you back for 3 or 4 interviews too.
Oh, anytime you're ready. Anytime you're ready.
And I'm loving this year's carnival culture because, again, now that COVID restrictions are all off, we can open up.
Yes,
the island's going to have a lot of visitors.
Yeah.
And there's so many new bands.
Yes, which is
that
great.
I've never heard of, which is great. The more the merrier. Yes. Bring them all in.
We need a lot more. Yeah. We need a lot more to show Cayman that this is not only a business, but to show that we actually care about Cayman culture in a sense, and we want to bring more of that here. You know, like there's so much people have interest here that just don't know how to go about it. So when we see these groups coming out, it shows that all of us who have bands for all these years that we're doing a great job to kind of encourage people to kind of, you know, do their own thing as well, but kind of have the interest of kind of, you coming and making a difference too, you know, because it's not just about being a band, you're coming and having an impact which creates a difference too, you know, for tomorrow. So
yeah, so many have a message and a cause that they stand for.
So much messages now, so much reason, so much, I agree.
What's the latest, before you leave, what's the latest with your music? Is there anything you're working on or have produced that we can play?
Or something we can download?
Definitely. I can definitely give you some music to play. I'm involved in so much projects right now, not just for me personally, but other artists as well too. So I'm doing more collaborations nowadays. And it's working out really good in my favor, you know, like I'm getting my name kind of spread across, not only just as a steel panist, but also as someone who can, I need some ideas, and they'll send the music raw, and then I'll just take the music in my studio and just kind of just go crazy with the creativity, improvisation, and when I send that off, they love it. So it's I don't just play steel drum, I play drums as well too. I make music, so I mean, I'm a kind of all-around kind of guy when it comes to making a whole overall of a song and putting it together. I have like that. I love doing that stuff. You know, I love making music that way. So, but when it comes to music, I'm doing so much. I'm making music for myself. I'm making music for others. Collaborations where I have to kind of have a little, where I'm gonna add some flavors to other people's kind of vibe and you know. So it's so much.
Well, as a guy who picks music for a living, this is not going to be an easy question. But out of all that, what's the one song we should play right now?
That you think would be a good fit for us, our listeners?
Yeah, see, it's tough, isn't it?
All right.
I think everything I have will fit.
Yeah, see, there you go.
But this is a good question. I mean, I have music right now that can definitely, I don't know. I don't know. Like I guess I get asked questions as well to what is my favorite song, and that's such a hard thing to do because
I know, right? There's many genres.
I love music.
Artists.
Yeah, I love music. Like nothing's ever wrong music or terrible music to me. Like like we have to, as a musician, I appreciate everybody's kind of outlook. You know, so it might not be my kind of cup of tea, but at the end of the day, it's still creativity, and you have to respect creativity. So I don't really have like a favorite song. I have favorite genres, obviously, because I'm from the Caribbean. But
that's all right.
But I have.
As we leave, we're just going to hit shuffle and we're going to play one.
That sounds
Jimmy the Boss.
Jimmy the Boss. I knew it work.
Some associated song here from Jimmy the Boss. Thank you for being on our local artist series, too. We appreciate it.
Yes, it's a pleasure meeting you.
We're definitely going to have you back around carnival time. I think would be ideal to have him back.
100%. Or when your band's going to launch, come and help promote it.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. Right now we're going through all kind of stuff here. You know, Cayman's now taking the notch of the carnival up now. This is the beginning. So, you know, and you still have like NTA coming out with the music kids and all that stuff going on, which I'm a national champ of as well too, so I have to support that. So this month is really crazy for all like the culture side of things. You know, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
Well, thank you for taking the time and being out with us.
Thank you.